Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to this Roadblock end of the line. I was going to say pre-show. It's not a pre-show, it's a review. It's not even a review, it's a preview. I am looking forward to Roadblock end of the line, and I'm going to be watching the show and I'll be doing reactions of the show. We'll do review of the show. And I say I'm looking forward to the show. I think there's some really good matches on there. The match that I'm foaming at the mouth for, just cannot wait for, Sasha Banks against Charlotte. Now this has been my feud of the year, and again I will do some of those videos, you know, top wrestlers of the year, top matches of the year, feuds of the year. Might have just ruined that one, but for me the feud of the year has been Sasha Charlotte. And yeah, this is a 30-minute Iron Man / woman kind of match, and well, not a kind of match, it is a match. I think Sasha should keep the belt, but I don't want to see Charlotte lose. I don't want to see Charlotte lose this pay-per-view. For me, the two results with this that I would be okay with are a draw, which means Sasha keeps the belt. And traditionally what they've done with the draw is they've told them to keep going. So I'm not sure how they can do a draw and just accept it and go, yeah, okay, that's it. So I'm not sure if they'll do that. The other one is that Ric Flair turns on Sasha and Charlotte then wins the title again. I'm not massively keen on that because I don't want to see the belt go back and forth all the time, but I don't want to see Charlotte lose that pay-per-view record either, because I want to see her lose it to someone like Asuka. I think that could be a really big WrestleMania moment, you know, Charlotte undefeated in singles matches at pay-per-view for like 2 years or whatever it would be come WrestleMania, versus Asuka just undefeated at the moment since she joined, which at that point will be 2.5 years or something. I mean, that is a mega match. Right, let's get to the show. Sam Roberts is on the pre-show, which I think is absolutely brilliant. Sam Roberts does a fantastic radio show / podcast, and he's going to be on the pre-show panel. I'm into this. I'm into the fact they're kind of bringing in like those kind of personalities. And obviously if they do anything in the UK, Triple H, you know where to find me. I would be fantastic on the pre-show, just bear that in mind. And then let's get to the matches. So we've got Big Cass against Rusev, and the build up to this I thought was really interesting. I loved that hotel spot in particular, and the tussles that they were having and how brutal it was. Cass realising in the ring that it's been a massive setup but not being able to do anything about it. And then obviously he comes down, tries to get, like, you know, a bit of payback for Enzo. It's good. It's a mate standing up for a mate, and I like that storyline. The bit that I think we all struggle with is that we're meant to feel sympathy for Enzo because Enzo was going after a married woman, which doesn't make sense to anybody. Why we would cheer for Enzo in that situation. But I think when he was in the hotel room, he was trying to get away. Kind of like, I shouldn't be here, this is wrong, but yeah, I will stay for one drink. I think Rusev wins. I think Rusev wins because I think they'll play this out, and I think Rusev can take this first match, he can cheat, Lana might get involved, and then we'll go on to something else in the future. Next, Jericho versus Seth Rollins. This is dead. This is damp. This doesn't work for me now. You know, this would work if Jericho was still standing side by side with Kevin Owens, but he's not. You know, Seth said he needed to take out Jericho so that he could take out Kevin Owens, so he could get the Universal Championship. Well, Jericho doesn't seem to care, so you don't need to take him out. Just go after Kevin Owens, take out Kevin Owens, get the Universal Championship, and then you can get to Triple H. So as a result, this match is a bit flat for me. I think Seth wins, and I don't, you know, maybe Kevin Owens gets involved, costs Jericho the match or something. I don't want every match to have a screwy finish. I want some clean finishes. But I think this is part of a bigger storyline, and that must culminate in Rollins getting to Triple H. So I don't see any reason why Rollins wouldn't get past Jericho unless Triple H gets involved. I'm still going Rollins. Next, Strowman versus Sami Zayn, 10-minute time limit. I love the concept of this because what I don't want to see is a really long Braun Strowman match. In fact, I love the idea of 10-minute time limits. Why don't they do that more? Because then that would, do you know what I mean? I think that's really good. Then if you've got two guys really going at it and they reach the time limit, well, that's the deal, you know? Sorry, there's the taster. If you want to see them go at it longer, buy the network, watch the pay-per-view. I think that's a really good idea, rather than just giving us a match, a full match, and then 2 weeks later we watch the same match at the pay-per-view. So Strowman against Sami Zayn, 10-minute time limit. I don't know, Strowman. I'll say Strowman. I don't think it'll be a squash. I think Sami or maybe they reach the time limit. Again, though, that's a bit of a screwy finish, isn't it? Rich Swann against TJ Perkins against Brian Kendrick. Rich Swann is going to retain. I don't think they're going to do a hot potato thing with this belt. I'm really not into 205 Live. I haven't even watched it this week. So that's dead in the water for me. I'm hearing that Vince is really hands-on with that as well, like trying to really make that his image of it. They need to give it to Triple H. Triple H knows how to book and what the fans want, and he's proved it time and time again with the CWC and obviously NXT. And I'm so pleased that Triple H seems to be involved in this UK tournament. But they need to give him 205 Live. New Day against Sheamus and Cesaro. Is this the time? Is this the time? Maybe now the record's done. I think Sheamus and Cesaro have become a great tag team, but they're still two singles stars that have been thrown together. And I don't know. I suppose this is the best for them. I can't see Cesaro going on to become a champion. I wouldn't want to see Sheamus go on to become a champion, like a universal champion or anything. So I suppose the tag team is the best option for them. They are really good at it. They could keep them together for a long time. Maybe put the belts on them. Maybe. I would hold off, actually. I would keep the belts on New Day and just get Sheamus and Cesaro to show a bit more of their unity. Like they were, you know, killing each other in that Best of 7 series, and then they've now started to get on the same page. And I think they could just do with showing a little bit more of that. But yeah, I think that they will get the titles eventually. Just don't think it needs to be at Roadblock. I think it'd be more interesting actually if at Roadblock New Day turn heel, or there's some change with the New Day gimmick, because that is going stale, and they could do with just freshening it up somehow, anyhow. There's every chance they do put the belts, though, I'll just say this, on Sheamus and Cesaro, because then that keeps the record as short as possible, and if you can keep the record short, that means in the future it'll be easier to break it. Next up, we've got Sasha Charlotte, which we've already spoken about, and then Kevin Owens against Roman Reigns. A bit of a flat main event. The US title isn't on the line. It's only the Universal Championship that is. They might put the belt on Roman. I don't know why they would want to, because they know that his reaction is 50-50. But then, you know, someone like Roman can't stay just in the US title picture forever. He's not done much with the US Championship, though. He's certainly not done anything like Cena did with the US Open challenges or anything along those lines. I think KO retains. But this isn't, sadly, a match that I'm that looking forward to. I think they could have done better main event. I think they could have gone with Jericho KO already, and I think that would have made a much more interesting main event. In fact, I'd have loved them to have put the Universal Championship on Jericho. I think he's had a year that deserves it, and I think that would have made for a much more interesting kind of end of the year pay-per-view than KO against Roman Reigns. Awesome, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Really do appreciate it. Please give the video a like if you liked it. Hit the subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to join me for reaction videos all throughout. Roadblock, End of the Line. I think that's everything for now. There will be a lot of videos coming up soon. I promise you that. It's just this next week in particular is going to be manic. So I'll do what I can. But there will be videos on Christmas Day. There will be videos tomorrow. And I'm trying to shoehorn a toy hunt in somewhere, anywhere. So watch this space. Awesome. Thanks a lot for watching. Hopefully I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.